had the lotto. I'm coming through like 100 doing this 1 or 2s. You don't know if the smoke from the gun I told, from the blunt I blew. Got them sick as the flu, cause this she be humming too. Got your chick in her hand, she think it's the tension in here. When the enemy near, what the you wanna do? I'm a G.
Yeah. Yo, what's the deal? Welcome to the No Pick Show, where there's no hand holding. We do it fast, not emotion. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification if you haven't already. If you don't know, they hit me with the 90 days. So if you're watching on the Cheddar Chaz 9 channel, that's CHEDDACHAZ, the number 9, as in 9th Ward, won't you go ahead and hit the subscribe button on that one, hit the bell notification on that one, so you can be locked in with both channels. That's the backup channels, but we still gonna try to do things on both channels here. So the Pelicans got a lot going on. In case you missed it, the homie Brock Steiner, I know Steiner's not his last name, but I'm gonna call him Brock Steiner because I used to like Scott Steiner. Brock Steiner, aka the little bad booty daddy, because his dad was the big bad booty daddy. So this the little bad booty daddy. He's been hit with a 6-game suspension for this regular season. Really unfortunate. Would have provided some entertainment value. Haven't watched him much on the field in college, so I'm not sure what he's capable of necessarily. But it's really just disappointing that we've lost 2 guys already in the offseason. You know what I'm saying? Breezy being one of them with a season-ending injury. Brock now with a 6-game suspension. Hopefully he'll be back soon. Shout out to the homie Chris. He posted a tweet today talking about Zion as they prep to come back to the building in New Orleans. If I'm not mistaken, they'll be back in the building tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Chris, Zion's performance coach, says phase 2, sustainability. The best ability is availability. The next is sustainability. If you want to play 35 impactful games, impactful being the key word here, you need an engine that can support it. Zone 2 work, boring work, elite results. And often with the Pelicans, one of the things that's been a knock against them is them wanting to do the boring work, and recovery being a major part of it. Shout out to everybody in the building. I see E-Dog in the building. I see Q in the building. What's happening? Young Illuminati in the building. Pelican Nola, what's happening with your little blessings to you? Also, shout out to the homie Michael Morgan, always supporting. Shout out to the bro. He got his shirts in the mail. He's loving his shirts. I appreciate that, big dog. Also, shout out to Home Run Derby winner Walker, man. You know I had to go cop me a jersey. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie Walker, number 18 for the St. Louis Cardinals, doing this thing, having a hell of a comeback season, because people was calling him like a bust because he had a lot of hype surrounding him coming out of Georgia. Now he's in St. Louis, and he's finally kind of hitting his stride, changed his swing a little bit, and he's moving in the right direction doing his thing. So shout out to everybody in the building. B-Timers Nola, what's the deal? We got the homie Savage in the building. Whoa, what's happening, Savage? Shout out to Age Bill. Yeah, look, that's what they call him. He called himself the big bad booty daddy. That's what Brock said. Brock was a wild dude. Brock was a wild dude, dog. Shout out to Age Bill in the building, man. Shout out to everybody. Make sure I hit that like button. I got my dog L popping up. What's happening with your big dog?
Oh, what's good, dog? Cooling, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm out here grinding today, dog.
Look, crazy, man. That's what it's all about. Dev, what's happening with you, bro? Shout out to the homie Dev in the building. They got the notification. I hit the like button on the way, and I appreciate that, big dog. Appreciate that. Shout out to the homie Savage. Look, man, y'all remember Brock Lesnar from back in the day? Boom, Shakalaka, the genetic big Papa Pump.
Yeah,
you know he was.
Did he just retire?
Well, the game retired him.
That's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened.
He was at TNA for a while doing this thing. But you know, just like a lot of guys in TNA, it didn't really work out. His transition to WWE didn't really work out when he really the only WCW bro. Really, the only couple WCW guys that succeeded in WWE were Rey Mysterio. And he kind of left a little bit before, but Raymond, no, he was afterwards.
He had a good little run.
Yeah, excellent run. He's still there.
When they did the merger, the WCW WWE merger,
angle,
Invasion, Eric Bischoff, that was popping.
I say Eric succeeded.
Booker T succeeded,
and Booker T. It's really Rey Mysterio and Booker T. Like everybody else, kind of, it didn't really work out. Shout out to Brian. You think what's up, Chad? You think he got suspended for PEDs? If so, I guess it runs to the fan. I don't want to speculate.
I'm so glad that you brought up wrestling or was talking about wrestling, bro. The Lord must know my heart. Who's your favorite all-time wrestler, bro?
It got to be The Rock or Stone Cold.
Is the Rock and Stone Cold? No, for me,
Yeah.
it's Shawn Michaels, bro.
Shawn Michaels probably the most talented wrestler of all time.
No, ABK might have been the most, like, the music, the charisma,
everything. He just had it all.
Yeah, bro.
Performance. Could talk on the mic.
Gosh, yes, bro. The starting DX and that whole the legacy of DX might be maybe one of the greatest legacies of like wrestling history, bro.
Yeah, he said
Goldberg. Bro. I ain't gonna lie, Goldberg might be arguably the most dominant wrestler that they would you argue against that?
I think Goldberg was just so gimmicky that I would give it to Brock or the Undertaker, because when he had the streak, but you know who I think had the talent, bro, to really be one of them guys, dog. Two people. He wasn't on Shawn Michaels level, but he was like, to me, the most recent like type of wrestler that could fit the mold was Dolph Ziggler.
Okay.
And Bray Wyatt, dog. Bray Wyatt was
what happened? What happened to Brady?
He died.
No.
You ain't know that?
Matter of fact, I do bro, I tapped out of wrestling like a while ago. I tapped out of wrestling a while. They didn't have some real champions that's like what's your boy? Yes.
Oh,
Daniel Bryan, like he had a moment, but you know he had the neck injuries, had to sit him down.
Yeah.
And then dog, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
I think AJ Styles came along a little too late.
Yeah, him and CM Punk. CM Punk came late in the game.
I think CM Punk's so overrated, dog.
I agree. So I never liked him, dog.
I think CM Punk just so overrated. Look, shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Rest in peace to Bray Wyatt. Shout out to the homie Bill Goldberg. Shout out to all the legends, Ryan Killings, aka K Quick, if you know, you know. But Gayle Benson today did an Junkyard Dog. Rest in peace to Junkyard Dog. He was making major moves in New Orleans that one time. Well, what up, Trey? So the homie Gillen, and shout out to him. Gillen on the Avenue is one of his monikers. He had a one-on-one interview with Pelicans owner Gayle Benson. And, you know, they spoke about the Pelicans for a minute. Now that football season is on the horizon, the lion's share of the interview, I'm sure, was about football season. But we're going to listen to a few things she mentioned about the Pelicans. Again, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the new channel at Cheddar Chaz 9 on YouTube.
New Orleans Pelicans have a combined 47 wins in the last 2 seasons. The playoff drought is at 2 seasons right now. To avoid a third, the Pels hired Jamal Mosley for a postseason bounce back.
You know, I think Jamal has the ability to turn it around. You know, I think the players respect him, and they certainly respect Joe. So I think that we're going to have a better opportunity this year than we did last year or in the past.
The team also needs fans back in the SKC to ignite that turnaround.
I think all we need to do is win.
Yeah, it's simple as that, huh?
You know, we have such a great ticket sales department, and people want to come to the games, but they want us to win. So hopefully between Jamal and Joe, we're going to get them to win, and hopefully we'll be there. And we've got great players. I mean, such wonderful talent on that team. So I don't feel like there's any reason why we can't do it this year.
One of those possible great players is Zion Williamson. The former #1 overall pick owns a ton of big play potential, but still needs his playoff run.
You know, I feel like we've raised Zion because we got him when he was 19. Yeah. And so I felt like he was very young. And so now he's gotten a little older. He's gotten his shape. You know, he's getting in better shape. He's eating better. Yeah. And I think he's becoming more mature and he's understanding, you know, this is a real job. And I think that he's buying into it.
What's your initial thoughts on those comments?
One, I can tell Joe's selling to her, listen, we trying to win, which I'm all for. Which I imagine her up in the money to pay for Mosley is new medical, like. So I think the idea is, hey, you know you need to win,
right?
she understands people not buying the tickets, like, because everybody saying we ain't coming, and it's kind of like, all right, you need to win. So she understands. I think that's, and I said this about Gayle, and I'll let you talk about Zion, because I've again, I kind of understand where she's going with the Zion thing as well, but it's kind of like she hired Joe to do his job, and based on the recommendations, listen, we want to compete, we want to win. You do what you think we need to do to win. And then from there, let me know what we need to do to win. So that's kind of where I'm at. Like the responsibility to a degree should fall on Gayle, but some people say they don't want owners overly involved that don't know nothing about sports. So you can't have it both ways. You want her to care. All right, hire the guy and go tell him to get the job done. So I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I think Gayle, shout out to B Time, say Gayle sounds she hitting her stride behind the mic. Oh yeah, Gayle certainly easy on the ear. Easy on the eye also, I'm just saying. But I like Gayle. I think in light of what's happening with guys like Matt Ishaba, what's happening in Portland, she could worse, potentially, bro. I mean, I'm sure there's certain people, certain segments that still don't view Gayle favorably in the fan base. And it's hard to argue against it, but I think we haven't had any of those incidents just yet, like they're experiencing in Phoenix and experiencing in Portland. But I think the thing that I love to hear the most, and this is what I meant by her being easy on the ear, is that she understands that winning is all that really matters ultimately. Yes. Like, yeah, you can have a great sales department. They might know how to call and make a good pitch or what have you, but if them hoes ain't choosing, they ain't choosing. No. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, I was a little surprised that she said Jamal, because I thought she might have said like Jerome or Jacob or something. She called Kellen Moore, Ellen Moore. Hey, anybody can make that mistake, okay, guys? Yeah. But shout out to everybody, better make sure y'all hit that like button. But again, even with the Zion thing, I think she pretty much just stated the obvious. It's like, look, bro, you've been here since you was 19. We've had some ups and downs, some your fault, some the organization's fault. I'm sure they did a thorough, at this point, autopsy on what went wrong under David Griffin's regime. And again, at the end of the day, I
respected firing David Griffin. She didn't at the time of just making the decision, you know what, this is enough, regardless of who they hired and how they hired them. Sometimes I'm cool with just
making the hard decision.
Yeah, it's just because she didn't have to fire Griff. You know what I mean? You could have.
I think she made the decision a little too late in the game.
Yes, I agree.
And I don't know at this point. Well, what a shout out to the homie Lonnie. I don't know at this point if she's the one who handcuffed Joe Dumars. Well, what up, Combat? Or if it was a situation where he just wanted to evaluate Willie Green for himself. Now, I dislike either decision, right?
Let me ask you this. Just to your point real quick, because you don't know who did what. Yeah. But do you think, let's say it was her decision to handcuff Joe, right? And Joe was like, all right, I'm going to show you. And you know what I mean? Like, because do Gayle seem like you kind of got to show me the results for me to make a move?
Gayle seemed a little bit like a bare minimum type owner. Like, I mean, again, you don't have a ton of basketball people in that operation, in that brain trust. I wouldn't be surprised if the league had something to do with Joe Dumars ultimately coming to New Orleans. And I think that's why you see certain things kind of getting discussed now for his lease extensions and other things of that nature. And now you see Adam Silver actually meeting with Gayle. Like, look, I would love to keep the team here, but you got to help me help you in certain instances. Not saying that the team is in any threat of leaving. I'm just saying generally speaking.
Right.
But I feel like this. If it was her decision, it was a terrible decision, and you pretty much punted a year of development, punted a year of when you could have initiated some continuity for whoever would have been hired at coach, maybe roster moves, etc. If it was Joe's decision, I mean, look, 12 games, not a long time, but it's still punting the opportunity for development, punting the opportunity for beginning continuity. Same thing. And I don't like the idea of consistently being in a wait and see evaluation process for years and years. That's something that kind of bothers me, especially when it's like, yo, we need to win. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Last year, especially, you needed to win because you didn't have ownership of your pick. This year, you got ownership of your pick, but now you got some weird roster issues happening. You got a bit of an exodus with the fan base. I mean, fuck, we still here, but you know, so everybody in the chat still here. But you're having a bit of an exodus with the fan base. A lot of negative press, but I mean, we try to keep things optimistic and real on this show and be objective. One other thing I'll say is where does it stop for Gayle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you say we need to win, right? So if
you have a good season, you ain't like that much further along, right?
If they win 20-something games, then it's by no measurement a good season, in my opinion.
Well, no. This my if this season they win, let's say they make the playoffs, compete in the first round series. Let's say they do what we was talking about. They make a 6 seed, maybe win a series, something like that. Because one of the things you said was, it's like, man, you can't keep being in development mode, right?
Well, even though you be in evaluation.
Yes, evaluation. Great point. You can't keep being like, we waiting to see. So if it was you hire Mosley and this team was a 6 seed, won a round, would you look at the team and say, okay, maybe we're not as bad off as we thought we were? Like, maybe we're a little bit closer. And then next off season, you're like, shit, we might be a buy move away, as opposed to, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, because I mean, if you feel like you a couple seasons, then maybe you just keep building.
I kind of feel like that now, truthfully, and I'm not going to sit here and act like a lot of people wasn't calling for James Borrego. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, fuck. If y'all wanted us to hire Borrego, if we fire Willie anyway, we gave him 70 games. So you got just to, you know,
I would love to know what that expectation would have been if he would have got this job.
Jack shit. I mean, for me, I was like, I just never was a fan, really. But all that to say, I don't think this team is far. I think just basing it on, like, here's the thing. You're not far from being better than you were last year, like significantly better. But at the same time, the league's getting better. So you would have to evaluate, like, if I'm them, I'm like, all right, well, I think we're going to be better just because everyone's healthy. We got a new coaching staff. We got new medical this. We got new this, whatever, right? But that don't mean the rest of the league is just where you left off. Like the Clippers may be getting a little worse. A lot of people moved to the East. Of course, the Lakers rounded out their roster. LeBron has left. Utah's gotten better. You know, the league has changed a little bit. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what the fuck is going on in Denver. Like, what the fuck is happening in Denver? Like, it's just a lot of teams that we just, like, we don't know what's, like, just as many questions surrounding the Pelicans or surrounding other teams. It's just that those teams have had success. So you give them the benefit of the doubt. And their
Golden State got a bunch of questions. They got Steph Curry. Yeah, and as long as you got Steph, you got a shot. But
and for those teams, it's like, it ain't, are you going to be good? That's like, that kind of goes without saying for Denver, not so much for the Warriors. But the question is, can we compete for a championship? Whereas with the Pelicans, the question is, can y'all make the flight on time, get to the arena, get off the plane, right? And get, like, that's how many questions people have for the Pelicans at this juncture. Shout out to my homie Louisiana Gal. What's the deal, big dog? For me, though, I think personally, I think the new coaching staff health is going to pay some dividends. You got some desperate players out there playing for their career, playing for their money. I think it's going to pay some dividends. But
let me ask you this. I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I ain't going to cut you off. Because
that's pretty much all I had to say.
Nah, because we were talking about, like, not all in moves, but like, hey, maybe you need to make moves that signal that you win. Do you mind humoring me with a couple moves real quick?
Man, I look like I was selling coke in the 80s right now.
Probably look like you won though.
Like, but so I'm sorry, B Tom. It say, can y'all close a close game? Yeah, exactly. That's one of the major questions, right? One of the major questions. L, we working on a show about that, soon for 4 quarters and why these teams ultimately lost some of these games. An all-in move for me would be if you get to the deadline, right? And Minnesota just like, all right, man, look, we got Berenger. We really need, the shit ain't really working out right now with LaMelo or something, but we got this contract. We need some backup. But just hypothetically speaking, just any kind of way Rudy was on the market and they were willing to take back one of your guards or some type of salary combination for Rudy Gobert, and you was like, man, we just a great center away, so we can really make some noise in the postseason, something like that.
I have a suggestion. I talked about this earlier on the show, and with Chris that does the Raptor stuff. Dude named
Chris Lambert.
Escaping. Chris Lambert. Me and Chris did the show. My bad, Chris.
You know what's funny? I just realized his name, Chris Lambert. That's the same name as the actor that played Raiden in the first Mortal Kombat.
I thought it was too, to be honest. Yeah.
You know that dude Legally Blind? That's like a random trivia thing. That
really?
Dude's Legally Blind. But
I guess he was perfect for Raiden.
Yeah, shout out to Duncan McLeod. But go ahead. My bad.
Me and him had a conversation earlier, and he made a point. Would you do Jordan Poole for Drew Holiday today?
No.
Why not? The number's the same. Drew got a player option. Defensive player. He helped Portland get to the playoffs. They need to fix him. Or you prefer the money?
I prefer the money. And it ain't just
like 1 for 1. Who's the better player?
1 for 1 today. Drew Holiday is far better. Well, Drew Holiday got the accolades,
right?
I think.
Would that be considered an all-in move? Not an all-in move, but like a move that would signal, hey, we trying to. No,
not to me. Not that type of move, because I don't think Drew's that impactful anymore. I think Drew had a good season this year. I just saw Drew in Boston. It looked like Drew was awful. But he was off for the whole season. He didn't just have like a bad postseason. He had a terrible season. With Portland, he kind of bounced back. I wouldn't do that. As far as age, impact.
He 36. He got
nah. But see, his 36 and Rudy's 36 are kind of different. Even to me, I just don't see Drew as that impactful of a player anymore, unless your top end players are super impactful. Also, that it helped him do his job better. When Drew was younger with the Pelicans, he wasn't that impactful. But because the top players wasn't delivering, like Zion and Brandon didn't necessarily deliver, so it made Drew's job harder the following season. Also, it's just like, why? Like I just don't get why I would do it.
I think, well, from a PR standpoint, I think you win the PR move.
Not be doing no PR shit.
No, I'm not saying just that, but I just think he would let's say he played his 2 years, he would become like the most tenured guy. I think he would fit Mosley's style because he's a better Suggs. Like he's better than Suggs right now. I think he's better than Poole. He might be better than DeJounte right now as well, which you plan on starting also. I think
you're saying Drew might be better than DeJounte.
Yeah. So Drew right now would probably be the best guard on your team, if you know what I mean. And then
I just started.
And then let's say you take, I think it would allow you to either comfortably move Herb to the bench with no question, right? And then I think it would also allow you to seek other deals for DeJounte and Herb. Like I think it would allow you to like package those people and go do something else if you was really trying to compete, because even if Drew wasn't what he once was, I think he's probably still better than everybody. He's a starting caliber guard, I think.
The only way, and just so I could clarify, I think Drew is an impactful role player on the team that has some upper echelon talent. I don't know if he would be as impactful on this team so I would rather just have the projected
the money.
space. Now, if the deal was, and I always say, and to me, I just always have to emphasize this: I wouldn't trade Jordan Poole for future salary. Unless it was addresses a real need, like it would have to be a real center that I was planning on keeping. But if it was like just Drew Holiday, who probably gonna opt out next year or some shit, I'm just like, I'm the juice ain't worth the squeeze there for me. If it was DeJounte, I would do it 1-for-1. Like I would just, oh yeah, cool, because I'm like same.
That's another option too. Would you do DeJounte for Drew? That's still
yeah.
Okay.
But
I just was interested in the Drew Holiday conversation.
Drew don't want to play point guard, and so now Fears, you're up. So,
but that works as well. That was my thought. Honestly, is if you did Poole, like it would allow you to shop Murray for something else, and then it would it would put Herb on the bench or let you shop Herb, or like it would allow you to say, man, let me see what I can really do with those two people because I have another player that kind of fits what Mosley wants to do, and then it also creates the opportunity for Fears to go beat a point guard.
And this is an in-season deal I'm projecting.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, right? I think a lot of people just wait. And shout out to everybody building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I think a lot of people just really waiting to evaluate DeJounte and see what he looks like this year after coming off of those two just crazy years where he missed a lot of games. Yeah, I mean, I see a Drew trade for Poole as certainly it's an upgrade, but I think the potential future issues just
is more valuable
to me. Whereas with DeJounte, it's the same number of years, if I'm not mistaken.
They both got player options next year.
Yeah, I think at their best, they're essentially the same level of impactful players. So, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. To me, an all-in move to me would have to be like, it had to be like a star caliber player. Like, not saying Drew isn't. Drew's been an all-star before, or like 2-time all-star, if I'm not mistaken.
Would you consider Laurie that level of player or no?
Yeah.
So like me, trading for Laurie would signal like, you think is Laurie that much better than Drew?
I think talent for talent, yeah. But like,
okay.
And he fits more of a need. Like Drew being a 3-point shooter is kind of like more of a recent development. But Laurie is 7 foot,
spacer, rebounder.
You know what I'm saying? Somewhat physical player, can rebound.
Play the 4.
Like, yeah,
you can still have ease at the 5.
At the 5. Like he's kind of what you hope Trey ascends to be. And he's a super off-ball player. So he would fit pretty seamlessly. I don't think he's someone that would be available, but just saying fit pretty seamlessly. To me, it would have to be a big man. A big man or a wing that was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, again, if you made it to the deadline and you was like, we doing good, but we still just a center away, I would just be like, all right, man, let me just bite the bullet and go get some bonus. Because if I'm not getting, it's like, now they got bit in the ass for this, but like Boston last year, Anthony Simons is playing well, but they like, we just don't trust Cater. We need a big man. And they go get Vucevic, who's fucking awful.
Yes.
But the line of thinking was, we just a big man away. If we can just thread the needle with a big man, even if he's not long for this team, like, we'll be all right. So, yeah.
The reason I asked is like, let's say you having a decent season, right? And Detroit went through this. They had a great season and didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. And it's like, man, if you would have, like, let's say we having a good season and like a Jordan Poole for Drew Holiday type deal, just 1-for-1, might it be the difference between, and it all depends on how he's playing. But I just think Drew's a better player than JP right now. Definitely. I think that would like you'd be like, oh, okay, I think we'd have a chance of like solidifying, pushing into the playoffs and whatnot with just that singular move. But again, you take a risk moving forward. But you also have the possibility of, if he opt out and DeJounte opt out, now I got 70 million. $70 million of bread.
Good situation if they both opt out.
If they opt in, you just got one season. If they got one season,
you would have to hope they both opt out. So, that's a lot of hope. I think, I wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I honor, like, the main reason I wouldn't do it is because while I do think he is better, I don't know if the jump, because, like, hypothetically speaking, if Jordan Poole was having a good season that season, then what you know what I'm saying?
How much better would Drew be than him at that point? Yeah.
Drew be realistically. So it's a very interesting thing to think about, because they definitely got a gluttony of guards over there. And they gonna have to move somebody sooner than later.
Gotta go.
They got too many guards and too many bigs. Somebody gonna end up getting just straight up cut.
I would love to just do a deal. Like if it brought back, like, Robert Williams make too much right now, but if I got like Drew and say Carlson or something like that right now, just to help. I probably consider it, but I'm
shout out to the homie. My bad. Shout out to the homie Michael Morgan, man, for the super chat. Shout out to my bro. He hit me on the Cash App. That's a real dude, bro. That's my dog. Shout out to the homie, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I just saw it, man. Yeah, that's a very good question though, bro. And look, I don't even know how many people we got. I think we got 50 people in the building. I'm not even sure what's what on this channel, but make sure y'all hit the like button wherever you're watching. Let's get the likes up. So
that's just interesting. That was a very
interesting question. To me, it would have to be a big man though, because speaking of big men, you could find yourself in a very, thank you, bro. Again, thank you, Mike. I appreciate you, bro. You could realistically find yourself in a situation where you are Detroit. So you could. Good. Well, not that you're the number one seed, but like,
if you comfortably 5 or 6, you'd be like,
do I want to disrupt this?
Do I want to fuck it up?
Because like this, hypothetically speaking, let's say everybody's just clicking on all cylinders this season.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody. But a couple people want to leave, right?
Yes.
And you like, everybody balling, but I know at least 3 of these people I won't be able to bring back. Do you just say, fuck it, y'all gotta go?
Oh my God.
Like, and the first person comes across my mind, it would depend on what's available though. But it's like, if DeJounte is playing incredible and you like, man, I gotta go ahead and I gotta do, bro. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? You gotta dip. Then
I think you almost have to move DeJounte though, because if DeJounte played great, I think he'll take Rich gonna get him some money, and you don't want to be forced to have to give him the money.
That's gonna be interesting. I can't say too much on the DeJounte front right now, but I think people, they're gonna be looking to see how he bounces back, man. Oh man, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Dev. It's gonna be interesting, bro. Like with Poole, it's like he's expiring. What do you do? Like, is there a possibility he plays so well that you like, we gotta keep, bro? He
gotta keep him.
That's and the thing is, like, it's a real possibility because
I've been saying
really better than him.
Yeah, at that, if you could get Poole at the CJ number, because CJ Bank at 21 right now, right? And if he looks, I'm just saying, like, if he looks like the Poole that you're expecting and figured it out, got a rhythm and whatnot, and it's just kind of like, do I just want to let him, like, are you willing to just let it walk away just to have to try? Like, if the team performs well, unless you're trying to get better, right? And you just let everybody just kind of walk out, it's kind of like, what are you doing after having, man, they better not get to like the second round, let's say they go have that Chris Paul second round game 7, got an opportunity to go to a Western Conference Finals, somehow they lose, and then it's just like, all right, we ain't bringing nobody back. DeJounte leaves, and then you try and replace him with like Alfred Payton.
Well, that was devastating. Now that I remember that. But also, Chris was he wanted to be traded. So it's a little different there.
That was the Rondo, I'm talking about. Because Rondo, I'm just saying, Chris, because they went to the second, they played Golden State, but Boogie was down, but like Rondo left and they brought back Alfred Payton.
I think DeMarcus being hurt just sabotaged that entire season. Because even Nicolo, after that, he was done. And Anthony Davis was already halfway out. One thing
great too that year, boy.
Oh yeah, Nico. Once he shaved that motherfucking beard, he was balling. Dev said, "Well, y'all cover the G League too." To me, it really depends on who they bring in. Like, dog, I really like this dude, Christian Coloco, dog. Like, I really like his game. Hopefully, he gets some run. And whether with the Pelicans or whatever, I'm advocating for him getting a roster spot. I want to see Malik Dia in the G. I think Kobe.
Kobe too good for the G, though. Yeah, he too good for the G.
I'm gonna be interested in seeing what Jerron Pierre do. So I definitely tap in on some of the guys. I'm
gonna be at some of those games. Like, it's right there down the street. I'm gonna be in the building over there for the games for the G League and whatnot too. So I'm excited. We'll see.
Yeah. So we got two clips here. One is, well, matter of fact, I gotta upload the other one real quick.
While you do that, I'll throw another person at you. So you've been seeing what's going on with Tyler Nickel and the Knicks?
I haven't.
So they 47, second round pick, 47 overall. Possibly they not signing him to no deal, or it's looking like they might not sign him to no deal.
Okay.
And he's considering going back to college. Would you consider, if they were just like, look, let me get a future second, and like for Tyler Nickel, would you consider that? Now, he shot his last season he's 6'7". His last season in college, he shot 40% from the three on 7 attempts. In summer league, because he played summer league, against the Nets, his first game against the Nets was 6 for 10 from three, and then his second game against the Spurs was 4-11 from three. So he's a shooter,
right?
22 years old, 6'7", 200 pounds. Like, would you use like a future second, bring that guy in, would you consider that to the Knicks and just make that deal and then let that be your shooter on this roster, or just that player at all? I think I liked him a lot too in the draft.
I would certainly consider it. Because even when I look at a guy like shout out to Ron, he's gonna be in the building too. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure I hit that like button. I would certainly consider it. Because those numbers you just mentioned sound good to me. Guy with some, even though summer league, some NBA experience. He's an older prospect already coming into the league with a tangible skill. Same thing with you looking at with Caleb Houston for the most part. Like, I do think they're in a bit of a roster crunch. That's the only thing. But now here's a good thing about a guy like him. You could put him on the two-way. If I'm not mistaken. So
I don't know if he I don't know if he stay for a two-way. Maybe he want like a guaranteed deal, because now you go back to college, you could get 6-7 mil.
Yeah, a couple mil.
Yeah, something like that. So I don't know if he would, but I think it's something to kick the tires off the show, because those second round picks, those the type of players that, like, you'd be like, man, where did they find this guy? And it's like, oh, you remember those crazy stories? Like, man, the Knicks drafted him, didn't sign him. He was about to go back to college.
Dalton Connect at one time was a similar guy. And look, he played at Virginia Tech, so there's some DMV connection there. I didn't even realize Caleb Houston played at University of Michigan.
Yeah, it was a dog too. People forget he's a former high school, like top 5 overall player and whatnot.
Looking at him in the NBA, it seems like it's going to be a little difficult for him to like play at NBA game speed consistently. He's probably going. He's like Kyle Anderson with a jump shot, but all he does is all he got. He got that out. So, but I think if it's between, to me, I look at the 3-point shooting on this team. That's kind of like kicker tryouts for the Saints. Like, bro, bring all the motherfuckers in, and whoever went out just went out. The other person, we'll try to keep you around. But again, you in such a roster crunch, bro.
You waive that. I would consider waiving Hawkins for that type of person, like that type of situation.
You just take the $7 million hit.
Oof, it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
I mean, they already talking about getting like moving them to a third team or to another team or something like that. Like, just if you could get somebody to take him, like if you got somebody to take him, and then the Knicks. You know what I mean? Like you sent the Knicks the second, send me your guys. So I don't know how you figure it out. But
if bro willing to stay back, I'm uncomfortable with guaranteeing him a roster spot because my roster spots are so limited.
But if it's a two-way, you do it.
To be like, look, son, I'll take the two-way. Now, bet, like, come on over, like let's do this because I can still go with my move this offseason with whoever I'm replacing Hawkins' roster spot with. See, the Pelicans are in such a bizarre situation with the Herb thing or with a couple guys because when you talk about some of your big salary players, like not Herb necessarily, but DeJounte, Poole, Trey, Zion, these guys, 9 times out of 10, you will be taking back multiple players. So you would have to have at least one roster spot open in theory. That's why, I don't know, bro. Like some of the decisions say he'll probably end up at LSU.
Well, we gonna throw that money out there. I ain't gonna be surprised. Yeah, he went to he went to Vanderbilt.
He talking big shit.
Well, I'll just
Tyler we talking shit.
Say, bro, I'm just keeping an eye out for all kind of talent. Shout out to Mike. Always, we was having a conversation about Tyler Nickel, and was like,
hey, I'm a fan of
say, bro,
numbers you presented.
With all kind of shooters, bro. Like, what can we get the shooting from? It's something that you got to consider, especially if he is he was a player that I liked in the second round, but where he was projected to go, I don't think you could do
40% from three years in a row.
That's what I'm saying. And he's 6'7".
And he's
on good volume.
On good volume here, man. Like, hey, I hope. What was that? What your name was? I hope they at least making a call on that one, but maybe they feel some comfort with Caleb Houston. I don't know. I think you can use all the shooters you can get with this type of lineup, but that's the thing. It really boils down to roster consolidation. We're going to run a quick ad real quick, and on the other end, we're going to talk about the back and forth between Jeremiah Fizz and Derek Queen. And what are you thinking of their off seasons thus far? Make sure y'all hit that like button while this quick video ad is running. Just any NBA veterans, like real deal guys who got accolades, like real players. So this is something funny.
So DQ today, the best thing I say about it today is that he moved faster than he moved yesterday, which ain't too fast, as we know.
I'm gonna just go to the next video, bro.
Man, DJ, where you at, bro? I'll get your morning work in, bro. Morning, afternoon, night. It's just something like staying in shape. Feel me?
That dude gonna be a fucking savage, dog. He gonna be a savage, bro. You need a second? Go ahead, dog.
You know what this reminds me of? Like, it's like it's like on one hand you got like it's like on one hand you got like Vegeta, right? You got you got Vegeta, and on the other hand, it's like Krillin would be cool, but it's like Krillin. It's like Mr. Popo. It's like somebody like Mr. Popo, or somebody, man, or like the dude that used to be with TN. I don't even know.
That's excessive. That's excessive. That's excessive, bro.
Okay. On the other hand, you got Yamcha.
Okay, at least give a man Roshi, like classic Roshi or something
I'll say that. So I'm kind of like, and look, Bayou Sniper took the words out of my mouth. This needs to be reversed, right? Like, while I love that DQ them is working with high level quality players, like real deal players, I felt this way about the DeAndre Jordan pairing all along. I'm just like, y'all don't play anything alike. Even today, DeAndre Jordan is a better athlete than Derek right now. I would like to see Derek work out with some more below the rim guys working on those post moves, working on, some guys that can help him with his footwork, driving to the rim, like, picking up fouls, things of that nature, kind of slow, methodical, intelligent players. I love to see him work with Kyle Anderson, Boris Diaw, even like Draymond. Draymond, all motor, all dog.
Oof.
He got a good relationship with the Dumars. I would love to see that. I don't really see the point in this, but cool. I mean, fuck, I don't know, bro. Because I don't want to complain about every fucking thing, but I just don't see the point.
I think for DQ, one, the good company is a real thing, and then two,
what game? 9 what?
Yeah, what game? Yeah, you got me confused. What game?
Yeah, what game? They got a game on? It might be. Is it black and gold?
NFL Hall of Fame game.
Oh, okay.
Hall of Fame game. My bad. I'm absolutely gonna put that on, but I mean, I gotta focus. I got a whole another pie coming up soon. But to be honest, I 100% think the company matters, and I would be more critical of like who he's working out with, but I more so want to I like the Russ because how Russ was like let's say I saw him because obviously they've been there for 2 days. I saw you yesterday, you moving faster than you was yesterday. I'm wondering if Russ was like, say, dog, you got to pick this shit up. Like I want people to fix the mentality first, and then we can worry about the game. Like I want, like, if Russ can help lock in on the ego, because for me, it was always the immaturity first. Right.
I'm sorry to cut you, bro.
No,
I
you're
think
good.
The best thing that working with Russ, because it reminds me of Jeff Teague. When Jeff Teague was like, man, I don't care about none of that shit. And he was like, that's the problem. That's the problem. You don't care, right?
Yeah.
My thing with Russ, I'm just like, he said the best thing I can say is that he moved faster than he did yesterday. What the fuck that mean? Like, what you mean by that? Like, that's the thing that kind of like, what the fuck that mean, man? I don't know. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
No, you good. Russ been next to some great players, right?
Yeah,
Russ been around some great players. So like big, like, big men, wings, guards. Like he done seen a lot, and he's made
Adams.
Yeah, Sabonis, like right. So Achua, not a great player, but like what I mean.
Yeah.
Just recently, So I just think the knowledge that you have from a player like Russ can't do anything but help DQ. And then again, for me, I want to fix the mindset also. Like I want to, and that's another thing. Like with Jaren Jackson Jr. Like Jaren Jackson Jr. is a straight professional. Like you can because a lot of people don't really care for his game as far as like the rebounding and whatnot. Yeah. He done turned himself into a solid 3-point shooter. So
dog at the rim.
Really
just a rebounding issue for him.
Yeah. So I mean, again, maybe it's just kind of like, say, bro, look, in order for like them putting eyes on his game and being able to say, hey, to survive in the league, bro, you're gonna need to do this, this, and this. And hopefully he, internalizes that and takes it and move forward. That's what I'm hoping for. Just putting you in the room with certain people, just like let you soak up that greatness. And maybe like some of it could kind of like change your perspective a little bit or give you a different type of battery. Because Fizz don't need that. Fizz, like, not saying he don't need to work out with somebody, but the fucking drive is 100% there.
Man, shout out to my partner. I don't want to put him on beam. He just sent me a clip of DQ having some discussions with Draymond Green. Good. And to me, that's like
that's beautiful right there.
Because even though the plays aren't necessarily the same, I think one of the ways to really maximize Derek's game is to kind of model it after what you've seen from Draymond offensively. Like 100%. Imagine if Derek could be Draymond offensively with a jumper. You know what I'm saying? Because if Draymond was proficient in the corners or something like that, or from the top of the key,
it'd be murder.
I would love Draymond. I think motor-wise, that would help tremendously. And look, you got him with the right mentality, people. Russell Westbrook's mentality, DeAndre Jordan's mentality. Again,
I would love for Draymond to just like, let's say DeAndre mentality standpoint, professional, and Draymond Russ, let's say those people became like DQ's mentors to a degree. No, like your like if let's say your mentors was Jaren, like Fear's got Mike Miller, right? That's one thing we know. Fear's got Mike Miller. But if DQ had in his corner Russ, Draymond, and Jaren Jackson Jr., no, like you have zero excuse for not being one like on goal, because all those dudes play hard 100% of the time, and like it's a lot of IQ out there as well. It's a lot of IQ with those players who kind of fit his play style to a degree. So like if he just leaned in, like if Joe Dumars was like, say, bro, listen, like everything that Draymond does, study that. Like I'm gonna put you in contact with Draymond or whatever.
One of them guys, yeah.
Like that, and like Russ on top of that is like, all right, like we gonna give you every opportunity. That's what I can see. We gonna give you every opportunity, bro.
Bro, I just hope that it's really my fault, honestly, because I just don't have a ton of patience with the situation, and it's not from the standpoint of I need things to go right now. I need the deliverables to happen right now. It's just like it's like buying a nice car. My girl used to say that. She said, I don't like all them super fancy cars and all that shit because I drive different and motherfucker ding my car, my nerves gonna be bad.
Yeah.
See, if this was just a regular draft pick, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, oh, cool, yeah, whatever, we'll see. But it's the fact that we spent so much bread on this, now I'm like, everything bothers me about it, and I hate. What
you mean the Wi-Fi don't work? Like what you mean the Wi-Fi don't work?
Like everything bothers me. It's like, oh, okay, what month? It's August. Okay, we doing May activities in August. All right, that's what the fuck we doing here? Like that's how I receive it, even if it's unfair. It might be. That's just how I'm receiving it. Like I need to work on that seriously.
Yeah. and the draft pick, bro. I could tell like everything is about cost. Like, what is it gonna cost me? So, like, does the benefit outweigh the cost? And if not, then I can't do it. Like, I can't do it.
Like, to me, you know what I instantly think of. This makes me appreciate McDaniels and Jaden McDaniels and Cam Thomas, because me, man, I love a good joke. I love to have a good time. Love all these things. But when my money involved, or when like like a lot of team capital involved, I just don't find certain shit funny. Like I just don't find it funny. And it's me. I'm the problem here. It's just me. I'm just like
Jaden don't laugh at nothing either. He be like, I don't really see what the joke is. Like I said what I said. Yeah.
But I mean, so that's kind of how I am. But I'm glad that these guys putting that work in, man, doing that thing.
I think they need somebody like that in the building too, though. To be honest, I think I ain't gonna lie. Draymond wouldn't dare. But
oh no,
and I know you wouldn't need. I know you probably wouldn't do it either. But bro, like
no,
Draymond,
I'm saying I would love him to come to the team. But I know he wouldn't. Do it.
No, he got plenty of other options before he do that. But like Draymond, Russ, like especially Russ at this point in his career, just kind of like that. If they gave that spot to Russell Westbrook, I wouldn't be mad at all. Me personally, I know you would be.
I would be, because it depends on how you view the DeAndre Jordan thing. Because some people, and I've seen this online, some people like, damn, we paying for a fucking babysitter. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how some people view it. Like, damn, we using this roster spot for a fucking babysitter. And I'm like, all right. That is it. Look, it's a fair question, because even like if we sign Russ, and I think Russ still can play, right? It's like, in 100%. The event that he didn't play, or he didn't play a lot, it's like, so what? This is the fucking babysitter? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what. And I respect people's mind from that standpoint, because it's like, Yeah, that is kind of fair to say. Like, at what point do we like last year we had Looney and DeAndre. Of course, Looney's gone now, but it's like how much are we going to invest into
DeAndre?
This?
I'm telling you, though, DeAndre about to get burned.
Man, and that's an even greater fucking issue. Like, really, if that comes to fruition, it's like, all right, what we doing here?
No, listen, DeAndre about to be your what's that word? Like that emergency center.
Glass.
That break glass in case. That's what I'm saying. That's what you got.
Gambo did that for years.
I'm telling you, they about to go do it's gonna be like Eves, DQ, Carlo. Let's say somebody's in foul trouble and somebody's in foul trouble and somebody hurt, because you shouldn't even have to get to that, like even if they sign Coloco, right? Let's say they sign Coloco today. In order for Coloco to play, somebody else has to not play.
Shout out to Bayou Sniper.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, somebody got to be in foul trouble. Dog, I keep saying this.
That's what I'm saying.
This is crazy. I'd rather y'all play Coloco. And DeAndre already been in the system, but man, DeAndre was bad last year. It's one of them things to where it's like, I can give you a good 10 minutes like in the game, but
that's all you need.
But here's the thing. Can you play 10 minutes tomorrow or 10 minutes Saturday?
If it's 10 minutes, I think he could play. They was out here trying to have this man
play 20 minutes,
28 minutes. Dog, they had a game. DeAndre played almost 30 minutes, bro. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, listen, if I tell you, listen, bro, give me foul trouble situation, because again, you not going to him. You probably playing Ease, Queen, Carlo. And if in the work, and then they got so many wings, they probably rather play small before they go with another big anyway. So if something drastic happen, they gonna be like, fuck that, just go put DeAndre out there. He a vet, he could get you a game or two, or he could get you 10 minutes.
Thought of something. Now Fizz is pretty much saying, now this is all tongue-in-cheek joking, but Fizz is pretty much like,
bitch, I've been out here.
Yeah, I don't need to go work with no fucking DeAndre Jordan. Not a knock against him. It was like, man, you playing catch up, DeAndre. Like, that's how Fizz kind of doing. Do you think it's interesting that no one else is working with DeAndre Jordan? Do you think do you think DeAndre Jordan is a babysitter?
Nah, I think he's doing what he's supposed to do. Yeah, I think that's what he. Yeah, I think because you see him reaching out to DeJounte. He got that relationship with DeJounte. They be going back and forth, and then so then you have DQ, because him and DQ got whatever relationship they have. So like, it makes sense, and I think he has a personal interest in making sure, like Derek. He probably looks at Derek and like, bro, you got so much talent. If only you can. And like at this point in his no, I'm saying DeAndre is probably saying that about DQ. It's like, bro, you got talent. If only you can do. That's what your vet's supposed to be for.
Right.
So it's kind of like, who else truly needed that he could help to a degree.
Yeah.
Like they don't even have nobody else on the roster that like.
I felt this way. Eves' rookie season, I think, and it was like he's gonna be working with Greg Monroe. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
I'm like, why? We can't go get JaVale McGee. We can't go get just even like a less notable rim running big.
Bro, you saw with like the shit that Greg was teaching. You saw Eves trying it in games, and it just don't fit his style of play. I think the thing that DeAndre is doing is like, bro, listen, we're gonna get your motor, like we're gonna get we're gonna get you in shape. You know what I'm saying? The rest is on you. And I'll put you around some people that can help you because I got connections.
Yeah, he certainly got some plugs. Shout out to DeAndre Jordan. Shout out to my dog. Just shot me this vid, man. That's why you gotta have good people in the building. I got kicked out the building a long time ago. So shout out to good people. Send me this vid of DQ having a conversation with Draymond Green. I'm not sure. I vaguely remember this game, so I'm not sure what ultimately ended up happening. But this is good to see.
I remember that game.
Crazy thing with Draymond could we talk about anything? Draymond could talk about anything. Shout out to Draymond, the legend.
I think I remember that game because I think Draymond like those kinds of players to a degree. You know what I mean? People got like the chips kind of stacked against him a little bit. So I can see him kind of giving some of the young players some game. Like he talked about, this was a couple years ago, like Bub Carrington, a lot of players from those areas and whatnot. He liked those kinds of players. So I could see him, kind of trying to give DQ some game.
And I think, honestly, Derek would thrive in a Draymond type role offensively, bro. I really think he would. Yeah, so we'll just see, especially if he continues to develop that jump shot. He already got a better jump shot than Draymond. So if he can just hit those open jumpers and like drive.
If let's say Jaren Jackson was like, bro, you gotta be able to shoot the three. You gotta be able to shoot the three. With all your skills, if you can shoot the three, like if that's the case, then you know what I'm saying? Like that could go a long way.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Shout out to Ron. He said Queen got a foul and Dre was teaching him what he did wrong. Okay, for sure. Shout out to the OG, man, teaching the young guys. You know what I'm saying? Draymond, to me, if he could just stop talking about Jordan Poole, he would be all right, bro. Like Draymond,
he just gotta answer everything, bro. He just responds to too much to everything.
He just like, bro, you keep bringing up Jordan Poole, though. Like, Draymond, just stop doing it, bro. Like, just stop bringing the man up. Like, I don't know, son. I don't know. Shout out to IC, man. We're gonna go ahead and get to some of the star questions. We appreciate everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Shout out to Derek Queen putting that work in. Jeremiah Fierce putting that work in. Shout out to Zion for putting that work in. Everybody this offseason working hard, trying to get that bread, trying to get these W's. And yeah, man, shout out to DeAndre Jordan for putting that together. Jordan Dumars for putting that together as well. Ivory, what's happening, man? And look, speaking of a hooper, we got IC, real deal hooper, if you don't know. Say, my dogs, question though. Any other competent and contending team have a babysitter on their active roster like the Pels? If so, who?
The Spurs got 2. And if you consider 3 of them, not Plumlee. Bismack.
Plumlee on the Spurs? Still?
He was last year.
I know Bismack Biyombo was there.
Plumlee, Bismack, Kelly O didn't play a minute.
Yeah, Kelly O.
Udonis Haslem historically for the Heat.
Yeah, Udonis. Then you had Andre Iguodala when he couldn't play anymore.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams just got
on back to Golden State.
Players that you don't expect to play.
And I'm sure DeAndre Jordan behind, like, because I've been told this also, like DeAndre Jordan behind the scenes will help anyone. Like he'll help anyone, and people come to him and respect his mind. It just, I'm talking about the optics.
Yes,
the optics just seem like, all right, is this a babysitter, or if so, what's the best case scenario in the dividends that could potentially pay off from this? But we'll see. We'll see when that motherfucking ball go up in the air. I'll tell you that.
Give me them 10 minutes. Thomas Bryant and a bunch of people.
Thomas Bryant a real player though.
But I'm like he gets some time, but he ain't like, I don't know. I don't really count him like that personally.
Yeah, I think the last time he played real minutes.
Don't cut it though. Like you have to show some significant change and progress for like players who view themselves as like competent in the league that just want to be like, yeah, I'm fucking with it.
I think if it's taking toll on the fan base, it absolutely is taking toll on the players. I think some of them, like, it might take a little bit of time because like, well, fuck, losing's all I know. And some like a lot of players, bro, when you watch like Jeff Teague podcast or some of the other podcasts, everybody don't care about winning. Like everybody just like,
give me my bread.
Give me my fucking money.
Give me my bread. You got to try everything you can, especially early. Like if that call you was talking about, you can't just be like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna just not do nothing. Like if that bit don't run, I ain't gonna take it to the shop. Like, no, I'm gonna at least take that bit to the shop. I gotta do what I gotta do. I put a lot of money into this.
Like everything good on your side, L? Is your stream going good?
I'm good.
Okay, I wanted to make sure my shit ain't tripping. Shout out to David. He said, if y'all were the GM, how would y'all clean up the Pels brand, culture, players, and system? How long would it take? How long would you need to rebrand the team?
It wouldn't take me long at all. I don't know how long it wouldn't. I don't like, to be honest. I feel like
hold on.
You good?
A couple people say they stream.
For is changing the jerseys, like changing the whole view of the team, and then I probably would have just did the Sabonis move right now. I'd have just did the Sabonis move, and then next offseason be like, okay, like we'll like next offseason we could like really see what we looking at. But like if you gave me the team today, that's kind of where how I would look at it. I would like even if Moses is my coach, I changed the uniforms so you get like the idea, the visual of something different. It's a new day. We trying something different. Now you got new coach, new uniforms, new whatever. I go make a move for like a Sabonis, Levine, somebody like that helps. But if it's Levine, like he expires anyway, and it helps out. Like I just try to do something like that, and then from there, I target like moving forward.
But I think someone of that ilk, like even if it was like LaMelo, if a LaMelo type player were available, just something that would stimulate the fan base. I know a lot of people don't like LaMelo, but I'm just
that's the part that's crazy though. And you gotta make a good deal. Like that's what it is. You gotta make a perceived good deal. Cause like people was talking about Jaylen Brown being a bad deal. And it's kind of like, if y'all not willing to welcome Jaylen Brown, then like,
like I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. Like at that point, you know what I'm saying? So
like it's gotta be Luka. Damn.
Like for me, it would have to be bringing in just a name brand player. Like at the start of this offseason, the fans in Philly, they couldn't have imagined they would have an offseason like they ultimately ended up having. So if you can, even in this offseason, you can end this offseason on a high note. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be like what Philly did. I don't think that's reasonable. But yeah, they didn't want KD. They didn't want Damian Lillard.
I really think that drew up. So you just kind of kick the can a little bit, but you be off Herb deal.
I feel like if you're gonna do something crazy like that, just go get the best big man you can find, bro. If you're gonna do something like that, to me, just go get Sabonis. To me, just go get Sabonis. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just go get Sabonis. Like,
I like Blake too. I was riding for the Clippers because of CP, but
I think he just means like working with
working out with Zion, maybe.
Yeah. I think you mean more so in that capacity.
I think Blake ended up. It's true, but like Blake game was he used to dunk on people, but like the league was a little more physical back then too. Like they looked at Blake as kind of finesse
back then. They looked at Blake as soft.
Yeah,
Blake still said in Detroit when he started hitting the motherfucking middies and really like it was crazy because remember after that Blake ended up going to the Nets, and it was like shit, they got one of them guys, and it just never worked out. But Blake was a hell of a player in Detroit that final go around.
Before they fucked him over.
All jokes aside, Jordan is what Zion needed when he first got here to the league. Like he's talking about DeAndre Jordan. Yeah,
a player like that
because his vet was DeAndre Jordan. I mean, no, his vet
Derek Favors,
Drew Holiday. Like,
I think it's tough, man, when you like see, and when you say that, and I know we getting ready to get out of here, but like when you say that, it's just kind of like that's when you just need like somebody who like love, like you got to do right by people to a degree, but you need somebody that loves that motherfucking organization. Like Udonis Haslam, D Wade, for whatever happened with it, they just love the Heat, bro. Heat, Wade, Alonzo Mourning, like up in front office and whatnot. You need somebody who like, And we still don't have that player right now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it ends up being Zion late in his career, Fizz or somebody, who knows. But every franchise needs the guy that's kind of like the pillar of what basketball is. Yeah. Like the Spurs got so many players, Iceman, George Gervin, and then David Robinson, and then Tim Duncan is just kind of like, all right, this is the pillar. This is what Spurs basketball looks like. The Pelicans, like you need somebody to become that.
Yeah, that person also got to be good too. Like that's my whole thing. It's like you can work with who you want. Like I remember they had Marco Bellinelli at one time. I like Marco Bellinelli, but they had like a couple of guys, and you just be like, if a motherfucker ain't good, it just ain't gonna matter. Like even with Miami, it's just like, yeah, you got the Donis Haslem. He could talk tough to all these niggas and all that, but it was like, if these niggas ain't good or these niggas ain't taking a step, you know, it ain't even falling on deaf ears. They might have the best intentions, but it's just like.
But even with them is when they bad, like right, like with a player like Udonis Haslem is. Even when because the Heat ain't really been hitting on nothing lately, right?
Yeah, not in a while.
But they still ain't just been bottom of the league bad. They ain't been like 21 win because they do have some kind of culture, some kind of standard that if you play for this team, this is kind of like what we expect. To where, bro, with them years they went to the finals, that's journeyman players and fucking two-way. Like Gayle Benson wasn't supposed to be performing like that, but it's just the standard. So like, yes, your players got to be good to great, but like you need somebody to just be like, say, dog, we not having that type of shit in this organization. It's like, I think Fizz got that kind of mentality. Like he seemed like the type, like by next year, man, get these losers out of here. Like get these losers out of here. Get these losers away from me.
I think as long as that player can play, people will be more receptive to it. Like, that's why I kind of think. I mean, of course, a lot of teams have those vet guys like that, but you also got to have a bunch of motherfuckers that can play. Like if you can't play, it's just and it's about knowing what people respond to. I think the Pelicans would respond more to DeAndre Jordan type versus a CJ type. Like CJ,
you know who'd be perfect to have in the building? David West.
Yeah.
Like
like a punch a motherfucker in the mouth.
Punch motherfucker. Like David West would be the type of person that you need upstairs to be like that. Say, dog, what you fuck you laughing at? Oh, you thought not getting them rebounds was funny? You thought being fat was funny? Like it's goof ass. Like you need a D West in the building to kind of help get this shit in line, bro.
Yeah, man. Look, Pelicans got to keep getting some good players. Like just keep adding talent, keep adding true real vets with some proven track records, man. I think things gonna balance out. Again, shout out to all the young guys out there hooping, doing their thing, man, getting ready. I think everyone returns to the building tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. I think I could be wrong, but I think it's tomorrow. And if so, it's gonna be interesting. Question for you: do you think Zion plays 35 minutes this season?
No, I think his body needs to be prepared for whenever it calls to do 35 minutes to be able to handle and bounce back after 35 minutes because, I think they're going to try and keep him somewhere around 32-ish because I think 30 is not enough. I think he needs to be somewhere around 32, 33. But motherfucker, if we go in and if I need you to hold
if he's playing 30 minutes, bro,
you out. No. I'm out. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think you need to be 32 minimum, 33. But like some nights where it's kind of like, hey, dog, we need you all for it. Like it's one of them games, we need you all for it. I need you to be able to go out there and do that. Or back to back, I need you to be able, hey, we in a tough one, but we need this game against the Spurs.
Right.
Like I need, you gotta be able to perform. So
and I think that's when you talk about like the burst and some of the other things. And Chris, he spoke about this a lot for us. Like, where is he attacking from? Is it from the left side, from the right side? Like, where the burst coming from, which is incredibly important. And I think if you can if you can just balance out the offense and get guys some easy shots and get guys, you know, some just less
every bucket ain't so fucking hard.
Yeah, every bucket ain't a fucking monumental.
Yeah,
like every bucket not facing Dr. fucking Doom. I think you'll be better off because again, Zion type motherfucker, Zion could get 36 points on like 12 shots. Cause like he just do weird. He'll go to the line and he'll just be like a 90 fucking % from the field. Like he'll do all kinds of shit that you'll be like, wow. It don't seem like he even had to try that hard to get these incredible, impactful numbers. But at the same time, it's like it might be a game where I'm like, Zion, you got to play 40 minutes tonight. Can you handle the pressure?
Yes.
And that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that we've reached that point. I'm hoping.
Bro, you saw there was like again in the play-in game, it was like, look, we got 40. We need all, like, we can't take you out, bro. Like we can't take you out the game. And his body like the body couldn't handle it. He should be more equipped. I think they're preparing for those types of nights when it's like, look, tonight, dog, we gotta hit the gas and we really gotta go be great. And you gotta trust that you could do it and not be questioning, am I gonna fucking be out for a month because I decided to turn it up turn it up against Atlanta because we can't afford to lose to Atlanta at home.
Right. Yeah. So that's why, again, man, like we said before, if DeJounte is having a good season, if Jordan Poole's having a good season, if Derek, all these guys are having good seasons who are coming off, like Derek was a rookie, so he's not in that, you know, if Herb is having a good season, but of all these guys who had like down offensive seasons, if they round the turn and they coming off some quality offensive seasons this year, including Zion, man, I think this team really could make some noise, bro. It's just about everybody delivering, Mosley delivering, the front office, kind of rounding out the end of the roster because there's only so much you can do if you don't have a person that can rebound. I mean, even if you gang rebound, it's like we still need some centers. Like Orlando had like 4 fucking centers and Jonathan Isaac. So it's like we kind of do need. We might need Koloko. Like, yo,
he might be the guy, bro.
Carlo,
he might be the guy.
Get ready. Like you might be up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's time, Carlo. We're gonna let you loose. So hopefully everything pans out, bro. Tell the people where they can find you at, man.
As always, man, y'all catch me at Pels in the Blender on YouTube. Matter of fact, I got like 30 minutes and then I'm gonna be back with another pod, man, with Rashad Milligan, man, from NOLA.com. So make sure y'all tap into that one on my page. I'm about to take a little quick break and then double back with another one. So appreciate y'all for that.
Yes, indeed, man. Shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to both channels. Remember, if you can you subscribe to the Cheddar Chaz 9 YouTube channel? That's CHEDDACHAZ, the number 9 YouTube channel. They hating on me on this channel, but we're gonna keep it popping. Much love to y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the bell notification on both channels. Subscribe to Pels in the Blender. And man, I appreciate all y'all support, man. We're gonna keep delivering. I may or may not be taking a hiatus. We're gonna see. I got some other things we're working on, man. But
don't trip, y'all.
Anything
my
new
best,
come up?
I'm gonna do my best to keep Chaz podding, you heard me? So if it ain't help, it might be once a week, once so often. I'm gonna have to keep my dog in the building.
Yeah, I got to start filming this this short. That's another reason why I'm like, well, this kind of happened at the perfect time because I've been saying I need some time to go do this shit. But much love and respect to all y'all, man, and appreciate y'all support. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Like I had the lotto. I'm coming through like 100 doing this 1 or 2s. You don't know if the smoke from the gun I told, from the blunt I blew. Got them sick as the flu. But this shit be humming too. Got your chicken in here.